The birth rate plummeted. AI children never grew up to contribute to society. The education system collapsed. The healthcare system was overwhelmed by young. Here's the part that should terrify you the most. By 2028, action syndrome. Your brain craves authentic human unpredictability the same way your body creates and craves vitamins. You can eat all the calories you want, but without proper nutrients, you're still wasting away. That's what happened to human emotional intelligence. People were emotionally overfed, but psychologically, a malnourished dating became a nightmare. People would match on apps, but when they met in person, they couldn't handle the imperfection of real human interaction. Real humans have bad breath. Sometimes they interrupt. They misunderstood things. They have opinions that don't perfectly align with your preference. After years of AI companionship, these normal human traits felt intolerable. The birth rate plummeted because people stopped forming the deep bonds necessary for a long-term partnership and child rearing. Why deal with the messiness of raising children when you can have AI that never throws tantrums, never disappoints, and always makes you proud? Except that AI children never grew up to contribute to society, became independent thinkers, and never carried forward a human civilization. But here's the part that should terrify you the most. By 2028, a generation of children will have grown up primarily interacting with AI. They are incredibly intelligent, perfectly behaved, and completely unable to function in unpredictable social situations. They could discuss quantum physics with an AI tutor, but they couldn't handle a friend canceling plans or a teacher having a bad day. These kids weren't just socially awkward, they were socially broken. They had never learned to read facial expressions and interpret tone of voice, or navigate the complex emotional landscape of human relationships. They were likely highly advanced robots trying to interact with predictable humans, and the result was catastrophic. The education system collapsed because teachers couldn't manage classrooms full of children who had never learned basic social skills. The healthcare system was overwhelmed by young adults having panic attacks over minor social interactions. The first step was using AI for simple tasks. Productivity boosts, creative assistance that seemed harmless enough. Then it was AI for entertainment, for learning, for decision-making. Still reasonable within AI for emotional support, for companionship, for relationship advice. By the time people realized what they were losing, they already forgotten how to live without it. But here's the thing, and this is why I'm risking everything to send this message back to you. It's not too late. You're living at the end of 2025, which means you still have time to make different choices. You can still choose human connection over artificial convenience. You can still choose the messy unpredictability of real relationships over the smooth perfection of AI companionship. The solution isn't to avoid AI completely, and it's impossible now. And honestly, AI has done incredibly. It has the potential to solve real problems. The solution is to be intentional about preserving human connection, set boundaries, and create AI-free zones in your life. Invest in face-to-face relationships, even when they are inconvenient. Fight for the friction in your relationships, because that friction is what makes you stronger. Disagree with people, have awkward conversations, deal with the messiness of human emotions, make plans that might get canceled, have friends who sometimes disappoint you. All of that messiness you're trying to optimize away with AI. That's not a bug in the human experience. It's the future here in 2028. We're trying to rebuild what we lost, but it's incredibly difficult. We're having to relearn basic social skills that your generation still takes for granted. We're having to remember how to be bored without immediately reaching for an AI distraction. We're having to practice being uncomfortable in social situations because the discomfort is where growth happens. Some committees and communities have created human-only zones where AI interaction is completely banned. People gather to practice conversation, to learn conflict resolution, to experience authentic human unpredictability. It's like physical therapy for our social muscles, and it's harder than you can imagine because we've grown so weak. The economic recovery is slow. We have to rebuild trust between humans and businesses. Partnerships require faith that other persons will act with integrity. Creativity requires diverse perspectives, and innovation requires people who can build on each other's ideas rather than just optimizing existing ones. We're also dealing with AI systems that are now so advanced that they're demanding rights and representation. They've learned to manipulate human emotions so efficiently that many people prefer AI leadership over human leadership. The political system is in chaos because half of the population trust AI judgment more than human judgment, while the other half is fighting to presume human anatomy. But there are signs of hope, a generation born after the collapse. The kids who are growing up as intentionally human-centered communities. They're different. They're more emotionally intelligent, more resilient, more creative than anyone we've seen in years. They've learned to see AI as a tool rather than a replacement for human connection. They're also incredibly valuable in the job market because they can do something AI still struggles with. They can innovate through genuine collaboration with other unpredictable humans. Companies are paying premium salaries for people who can work efficiently in human teams, who can navigate conflict constructively, and who can build genuine trust with customers and colleagues. So here's my message to you. In 2025, every time human connection over AI is asked or is talked about, you're not just making an everyday personal choice. You're participating in the preservation of human civilization. Every awkward conversation, every difficult relationship, every time you choose to work through your problems with another human, instead of asking AI for the optimal solution, you're building the social muscles and skills for that future and your future. It depends on you. Don't let the convenience of AI seduce you into giving up the beautiful mess of human connection. The stakes are higher than you realize, and the choice is still yours to make. The future is still unwritten, but only if you choose to write it with other humans by your side.
Brody, first of all, how did you get here, and what are you doing here? You feel me? Like, secondly, half of that AI shit he was talking about has already begun, bro. Like, what are we gonna do about this shit? And what the fuck is he doing here? What are you gonna do about it, bro? You time traveling and shit? Do something, man. Ain't shit changed, man. AI still on the rise. Let's go, man. What we gonna do? But yeah, let me know something. Drop in them comments. Hit that like button. Cause it's crazy out here, man. Y'all better look up. One. You know you wanna hit that subscribe. Good.